Welcome to Guzzlr.
That's right.
Yes, boys.
Right, so this is a recap episode.
Yeah,
We're recapping all 12 episodes,
13
episodes,
13,
and our extra videos. So, Declan, this will be quite a long one. Hello and welcome to Guzzlr. Why did I go? Guzzlr.
What are we?
Guzzlr. When did we want it?
No. This is episode 14, though.
Yeah, it's
Do
just
you know what we're
episode
called?
That's a lot of weeks.
It's crazy.
It is a lot of weeks. And talking about that, this is where we're going to recap. Just go over everything we've basically said and all the other ones. If you're watching the YouTube video, I put some timestamps of the different
additional
episodes.
point. You can do that. Have I got to do that?
I'll tell you where to put it. I really like your hair today, Declan. Your hair's really good.
I actually did something with it for the first time in 2 years.
Yeah,
I'd argue his hair's always alright. I don't know why you're so obsessed with it.
I like that it's up. I like that it's spiked up.
At least mine's not messed up this week. That was annoying. 3 weeks in a row, you were like... Oh, my vine's not right.
Because you actually got
You
it
were
cut
just like,
properly.
What's wrong with you? I haven't got it cut since then.
You know, it looks
It's
short.
grown into my face.
Oh, really?
You know?
I'm going to start staring at it again.
Or more, I've grown into it. Like,
My hair's just... I'd blow dry. My hair's might be messed today. Is it messed, Declan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers. What, today we're
you're
drinking...
going to keep harassing me all episode.
Oh, yeah. So today me and Alfie are drinking a Black Isle Brewing Company drink. It's called a Spider Monkey.
I love that's called Spider Man.
Yeah, I do. It's an unfiltered IPA. Black Isle Brewing is really, really good. I highly rate them.
I am drinking Mini Vino. It's a Merlot from Italy. I got it from Co-op. It comes with a little glass of its own, which I think is quite niche and cute. I'm going to get some more for my new place.
I think it's very nice.
I just imagine you like no food,
Loads of these,
and just
yeah.
a cupboard. You got like just a loaf of bread and some
cute,
butter,
isn't
and just a cupboard full.
It reminds
Do you want a
me
glass?
of
He hands
the,
you like that. Yeah. You're gonna wash these all up, and all around your house, everyone's just like.
Yeah, when I have dinner parties. It reminds me of the little octopus from Nemo.
Hank. Big fan.
I didn't know what you're on about. I just thought I'd join in. I just wanted to be part of it.
So when we started episode 0, it was about May time, June? It's late than that. It's about June.
Was it?
June.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It was end of June, start of July.
Mid-June, right?
Yeah, it's about.
It was somewhen in summer.
Now,
Lockdown was still kind of on, really.
it was because we were talking about
We were a little bit
That
naughty
man.
doing it, to be honest.
Dominic Cummings.
Dominic Cummings.
We were a little bit naughty doing it.
Yeah, it was a bit.
We weren't really allowed.
No, we was a bit conscious of the
To
fact
sit
that
like this.
no, we were very conscious of the fact that we shouldn't have been doing it yet. And when we recorded it was quite a while before it came out as well.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
was also quite shy. Looking
Were
back
we?
at the first, we didn't. It wasn't how we are now.
And now I've
We
got
were
my
like-
dick out.
I don't mean shy, but we was trying to find our feet in it. We looked back at
Right.
that first episode. We were very sensible. We were trying to keep it all paced up and
Right.
Planned and shit.
exactly. You've spoken to Dominic Cummings a lot. What's your opinion on government now?
Better,
Incompetent. Get out.
Imagine I was just like, since then, they played a blinder, of course, I'll be honest with you.
So for my economics module, we had to do a little report on the Out to Help Out scheme and what the results of it was.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
In Peterborough, the city near us, there was 79,000 meals claimed on the
Really?
Out to Help Out scheme. Right,
Yeah.
79,000.
Me and 12 others.
If it works out at 1 per person, which it wasn't obviously, but if it did, that would be over 37% of all of Peterborough claimed on the Out to Help Out.
Really?
And there's a loose correlation between spending on the Out to Help Out regionally and the increase in coronavirus case in them regions.
That's an interesting trend, to be fair. Yeah.
And there was £53 million spent in London alone.
Jeez. I mean, to be fair, I did get a lot of meals on the
I did.
thing.
I didn't
was
get
reading
one.
about
But I didn't
how-
mean to. Me and Chris came back from... Me and my friend, no one knows who Chris is, came back from Wales, and I went to get McDonald's, and it came out like £3, and I was like, oh, nice, just by chance.
And McDonald's just made me laugh because they went, we've got a reduced menu. And by reduced, they mean we've taken all the vegan stuff out. I went there and I wanted the veggie burger thing where they just have the dippers in
they're nice, to be fair.
bit of bun. And they went, yeah, we've taken them off the menu now.
That's
yeah,
bad.
but on the website you haven't.
I love
so
how you sold
give
that
me my
just then
burger.
as well. You know, I really wanted that thing where they just put some veggie things in a bun. Like, that's nice.
It's good. Do you like to have chips?
Well, that's alright. I like McDonald's chips. The thing was as well that people weren't spending Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They were spending Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, it was double on Monday, Wednesday.
It was really
Monday,
nice.
Tuesday,
They
Wednesday.
were actually losing money because it was all cheaper and no one was going out Thursday, Friday,
Friday,
Saturday,
Saturday.
Sunday.
Screamed at. It was just bad.
And when it ended, the rising consumerism was dropped to what it should have been if the Eat Out to Help Out scheme never happened, so it just followed that trend.
It was just a way to force people to spend money in the time as well.
Yeah.
Because like he was like, we're gonna have to probably tax you and make you all pay it back and stuff. It's like people are gonna pay for their food.
Yeah,
yes, and it
was
me
just a way to
my
make
profits.
Yeah, exactly. And like my mum's terrified of coronavirus. She didn't go out. She didn't do it, but she's gonna have to pay that back in tax.
Yeah.
I ain't getting taxed for a year, so hopefully he sorts it out to work.
I think my my business tax will go up to 30% instead of 20%.
Yeah.
And that'll really annoy me.
And then Devil on Horseback and his entourage of demons, Boris and his little
Morons.
cretin friends. Yeah. I hate him more and more every day. I think.
Beep.
They gave out a £800,000 contract to look at the public opinion of the government's response to coronavirus. Do you know who they gave it to?
Go on.
Dominic Cummings' best friend, right? Who also co-wrote the Conservative Manifesto.
Yeah.
The thick
Beep.
gave it
A lot of
to the
beeps.
a lot of beeps in this bit. To possibly the most biased possible people they could. I wonder how that's going to turn out. Can you imagine? Little Conservative advert comes up. Conservatives did great in the corona.
Best government ever to live.
Say
Save
500
80%
Tories.
of the population.
The other thing I'd like to say, so the only thing I've got on this episode, and that is ever since episode 0, you've said something every single episode.
Yeah.
What is that thing you said?
Story in a Cold Dark Place.
Yeah, how did that come about?
I was so confused. I thought you were just like, you've spoken in every episode.
Yeah.
Why?
Since the start.
Why do you keep coming back?
Why do you talk?
Well, on the first one, I read out the summary of the thing, and it just said at the bottom. I thought, you know what, that sounds funny.
Does this
Story
one
in a
say
Cold Dark
anything
Place.
on it?
No, not a thing. But I'm going to say it anyway.
Has it got ingredients on it? Has it got anything?
No.
Well, what is it then?
All it says, literally, it says the wine that loves to go places. It's a traveller. Mini Vino Merlot. Vino d'Italia. The units that it's vegan. And contains sulfates. And not really. It just tells me it's Italian twice and that it's recyclable.
Before the end, I'll try it. Right, episode 1.
Yeah, mate.
Space.
Yeah, sir.
Do you remember the name of the episode?
Yeah.
Go on.
It was Virgin Galactic.
Yeah.
Something from
Mars
the Kraken.
Yeah.
and the Kraken.
And the Kraken, alright. I didn't have it written down, so...
I thought it was a
I'm
test.
glad you knew.
I did name them all. To be
Yeah, you
fair.
did, yeah. So I've got a question about that,
Yeah,
and
mate.
that is that we always see pictures of the Milky Way. our
Yeah, mate, I've
galaxy.
seen them.
How do we see those pictures if we're inside?
Google normally.
Google always knows.
So there's 3 types of galaxy.
Yep.
Do you know?
Disc.
No.
Spiral?
Yeah.
Hole?
Hole.
Chode.
Like,
Hole.
like a ring?
Hole. No, there's ellipticals.
Right.
Do you know what ellipticals?
Yeah, like that.
It's basically just like a
Semicircle.
circle, but like squashed.
Okay.
There's ellipticals,
Oh,
spirals,
right.
and barred spirals.
Right.
So spirals are just like they're spiral, but they have a bar of like loads of stars and stuff in the middle.
That's
We're a
fair
barred spiral,
Mhm.
which we know from looking out.
Okay.
So we can take pictures from inside looking out, and then from that we can get a sort of idea of what the Milky Way looks like from the outside.
How they get a picture is they, like, ages ago, they sent a mirror,
Yeah.
and all they did was take the picture, boom,
So we haven't really got a
Look,
picture of the Milky Way.
selfie.
But how, like, you see pictures where, like, we are in the Milky Way, so how do they know that?
You what, mate?
You get a picture and it's like, we are here. It's like,
Yeah,
but how do they
yeah,
know?
but that's from like extrapolating data we have by like
So
looking
it could
out.
be wrong.
If you look in every direction, you're like, that's there. You can piece things together.
And how have we took a picture of a galaxy so far away? How have we done that?
Just like long exposure.
But like,
lens.
These-
Like, we've got telescopes out there, like Hubble telescope and stuff.
blimey, I thought my camera is decent. But,
And we take pictures in like every wavelength. So like we've got infrared pictures, we've got thermal images, we've got obviously like visible light images. You can see different things in each one.
Could there ever be a possibility of another colour?
No,
Hmm.
because colours are they just sit on
On
the
a spectrum,
wavelength
yeah,
of
yeah.
light. Do you know why it's called Milky Way?
no.
It tastes like chocolate.
I don't know if it tastes like anything.
Might do.
Uh,
Get on Mars and
So
caramel.
when you, like I said, it's a barred spiral. So there's like a thick bar of just loads and loads of stars and stuff.
Boys
like
juicy.
that, which which you used to be able to see
Right.
before light pollution and stuff like that. So the ancient Greeks thought that the Milky Way, like the centre of the Milky Way, was the spilt breast milk
Oh,
of
no.
Hero.
You said this before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the old recap episode that we did.
We've had a lot of drinks since then.
No, we filmed a recap episode for 3 episodes, but we didn't put it out.
No.
That's where all this conversation came from.
Alright, fair enough. So was the Big Bang at the centre of the universe?
Yeah. Guess so.
It must have been.
So could you
Well,
trace?
everything expands at the same
No.
rate, right?
Not
No.
really.
Could you trace back?
So everything's expanding from everything.
Okay.
So you can't really pinpoint a centre of
Oh.
the universe. That's untrue.
But
I take
surely
that
it
back.
would
No.
have been the centre.
I mean, like, if you've got only a singularity,
Mm.
there's not really a centre, is there? Because it's a singularity. It's like the
Yeah, but
smallest
if
point
everything
ever
grows
possible.
out
you can't
from
have
it-
a centre of that. No,
And isn't
that's
there
It's a bad way of it. Like, it's the way we say is there was something small and everything went out, but like really there's something small and then the universe just like was because it was so like instantaneous.
Right.
And now everything's moving away from everything. You can't pinpoint.
So
the universe.
I heard somewhere that any point you could pick any point in the universe and that would be the centre.
Because everything's moving away from that
Yeah.
point. That's the idea. Everything's moving away from everything. Wherever you are in the universe,
So you're the
everything's
centre,
moving
I am
away
his.
from you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, yeah.
So the way to visualise it is, say you've got a balloon
Mm.
and you draw loads of points on that balloon and you blow that balloon up, every single point, no matter what point on the balloon you're looking at, all the other points are moving away from that, right?
Mm.
Do you get it?
Yeah, no, I don't think I like that.
That's from Stephen Hawking's book. But
Yeah.
yeah, like everything's moving away from everything else.
So, do you think it's possible to find where the Big Bang started?
No,
When I said, do you think it's possible?
Hawking
do they
just
think
went-
it's possible?
no.
There.
So that's something we'll never ever find out.
Like, not as far. I don't know. I don't think so.
Uh,
I'm pretty sure.
episode 2.
Yeah, mate, that's it.
Do you remember the name?
Dimensions
what was
of
it about?
Wellness.
Dimensions of Wellness.
Suicidal chickens.
There's a bit.
Something
there's
in
another bit.
between.
Veganism.
Yes.
Right. So one thing I was going to say.
Did you write
about-
this one down?
I didn't write that. I didn't write anything down.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah. One thing that I have took since that episode is I don't drink milk anymore.
Right.
Just breast milk, didn't you?
I just drink the milk.
Straight
of-
from mother's teat.
I always ask the car first now. They always consent. No,
How does it do that?
You're just like,
not
you're
kick
just like,
you.
yeah, just between.
Nod!
He's just shoving his nose down.
And the cash, and you're like,
Yes. Forceful consent.
I'm
No.
a suckle.
No. No, I don't.
He's laying under it.
no, I don't drink milk anymore.
That's
That was-
not the right movement.
Definitely not. But that was just my point. I don't drink milk anymore. I went for about 2 or 3 weeks where I went totally vegan, and then I just realised.
Do you feel different? Like not for not drinking milk? Is your skin better? People always say skin. Is that a big one, don't they? They say
I don't know. I don't know if I can say
skin.
that now because since then I always have to wear a mask at work all the time, so I get sweaty around here, so I often get a bit of spots on my beard and stuff like that. But maybe
Well, the thing with
filling myself up now, I feel less milky.
the thing with
You did like secrete a lot before.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, you used to leave like prints, like milky prints. It was weird.
How much milk did I drink?
Gallons. Gallons.
I was the milk bucket. I was. the
You've
milk bucket.
single-handedly ruined the milk industry.
Yeah,
you know?
I have. Yeah.
yeah, when it comes to milk, like everyone talks about soy milk that it can damage or hurt men because it's got phytoestrogens in, but cow's milk has mammalian estrogens in.
Yeah.
That's why it makes people spotty because it plays with your hormones.
Really?
Yeah, well, that's the theory anyway. I could be completely wrong, and I'm not going to lie. Some of the facts I told in that episode were wrong.
That's your expertise, then.
No, it weren't. I exaggerated them a little bit. When I talked about the animal welfare stuff, like chickens not getting a lot of time in daylight.
Yeah.
That's true for the most part, but it's more true in the rest of the world. But Britain, we have the highest standards of animal care
Oh, gee. So
in
60 days to the 30.
livestock farming. They're not exactly watched all the time, but we certainly have way higher standards than everywhere else in the world.
Do you like vegan cheese?
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I'd
So
rather eat
when-
my own asshole.
I did it at Subway in the meatball.
You said that was nice.
Yes, yeah, but it's melted.
Right.
And
You said it's cheesier than cheese.
Yeah, and on a pizza I think it's very nice. Like coconut milk one, I think it tastes stereotypically cheesy. It feels cheesier, but then I just add some cheese of it in like a sandwich, and I was like, this would have made me feel sick. It was disgusting.
Do you know what the key ingredient is?
No,
Yeast.
is it?
Yeast tastes cheesy. Nutritional yeast especially tastes really cheesy. So
Just random. Do you know why you shouldn't pop spots? From the spots
Bacteria will get more in it, and you get more spots.
So like a spot is literally just your. So you've got bacteria on your skin.
Yeah.
So your body just covers it up and tries to like suffocate it
Okay.
by removing oxygen and stuff. If you pop a spot, you're literally just spreading all the bacteria over your face. Where your face is literally saying to you, "I'm going to kill this. Leave me alone." And you're like, "Nah, mate. Just like smear that about." Yeah, you shouldn't pop spots, basically.
you can get patches now for spots, can't you?
Huh?
Yeah, they're
So
like little
plaster.
plasters. You put them on.
What if you got acne though, and you're just like covered in that?
No, because
You're like Invisible Man. You're just like,
they're like basically invisible, so you put them on, you can't tell that they're there.
But you can see the spot, right?
No, 'cause it
You can see
covers
they're
it.
invisible though.
Mate, I don't know
They're
how
you
it
can see
works.
behind you.
All I know is
It's that hole in your head. So you got acne, and you just it's a neck.
you put them on overnight, and they get rid of the spot.
Overnight.
Right.
Right. It doesn't matter then.
No.
If I go to bed looking like, I don't even know.
Episode 3.
What was episode 3?
Paranormal.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it.
it
It
was-
was psychic mediums,
Yep.
time travel, and the art of illusion.
The Art of Illusion. There we go.
Such a random episode.
Go schools and girls.
That's my point. Guys,
Lily,
girls, girls.
Lily kept saying to me, I don't remember talking about. You were like, I don't think Paranormal was a great episode because I don't know what we spoke about. Because you didn't remember talking about time travel or magic, which is basically all we spoke about. We didn't talk about the paranormal at all.
No.
We spoke about magic and time travel.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have a paranormal episode one. The point I've got down here is Go Schools
and
Girls.
Girls.
So on our cards, you wrote down 3 words.
Go Schools and
it was
Girls.
Go Schools and Girls. So I want to just talk a little bit about Go Schools and Girls now, particularly the girls part.
Again, Declan, we've had this conversation.
Yeah,
Go
we
with
had,
it.
yeah. We had this. You remember this? Go Schools and Girls. The thing with the girls is about in horror films.
Yeah.
Girls they're always in like a white like 90 or a dress something like black hair over their face. They're all very innocent.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like I think that is a very scary thing. Like if you, I was about to say
I
if you
think-
saw a girl in a white nightie at the end of your hallway, you'd be scared, wouldn't you? If I saw anyone at the end of my hallway who's not meant to be there, I'd be terrified.
You'd be more scared than if you saw like a 90-year-old woman, though, wouldn't you? You'd be more
Yeah,
scared of the
you
little
would.
girl in the white dress. Like if I just
Yeah.
saw like Louis Nan,
Yeah, but if you did see a 90-year-old in your house, you'd also
I'd
be
still
like,
be terrified.
I'd
oh
kill
my God.
both.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Also,
Both is getting kicked down them stairs.
I can't remember why we got into this subject, but like in horror films, you always get like a nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't like that, do you?
no.
Like the idea of Ring a Roses.
Oh, when they go ring a ring, die.
But why?
Yeah.
It can't work for all songs.
Sorry, everyone.
So I wonder why that song is. 'Cause it can't work for all songs.
Yeah, mate. Of course it can.
I don't know.
It's pretty creepy.
And then like Hickory Dickory Dock.
That's quite a creepy one, to be
Or-
fair.
yeah,
And if
it
you've
is.
got like a clock ticking in the background as well, because clocks ticking are quite scary,
Yeah.
and you've got like.
But like imagine,
Hickory
but imagine you're
Dickory
going
Dock.
to
That's
sleep.
scary, man.
Imagine if you're going to sleep and you've got a couple of girls in your room. Don't.
Imagine someone like
That's
dragging an
My
axe.
average Friday night, boys.
It's like a shot of someone dragging an axe, and it's like Hickory
yeah.
Dick, and the clock's ticking.
True.
That's
Yeah.
pretty scary.
In
mate.
your room, you've got like
Itsy bitsy spider.
you've got 2 girls in your room and they're singing Ring a Ring, and you're on your bed. You'll be going, "Oh my God, do not turn around." But if you've got 2 girls going Hickory Dickory Dock,
They'd
You'd
never,
be like-
they'd never have a chance to sing that.
There's 2 of them.
Exactly.
Alright, that's getting edited out anyway, so don't worry about
Ghosts and Ghouls. I want to do an episode actually on
Paranormal.
actual
Yeah,
paranormal.
probably should, mate.
Yeah. So after that, our next
No,
episode.
wait, hang on.
Go on.
On the magic front,
Okay.
Yeah.
do you know how Houdini died?
No.
Right, you know who Houdini is, right?
Yeah.
Right, illusionist.
Can't
What?
Yeah.
He was doing an illusion and he messed his knee up. I don't really know how this is relevant, but he messed his knee up. Anyway, a few weeks later, he was lying on his sofa after a show and he was shattered. Some student came over to him and said, "I hear that you're really good at you can take a punch to the gut and it doesn't affect you at all."
And he went through him.
And Harry Houdini went, "Yeah, mate." But then he
And then
didn't
he
wait
said-
for him to prepare.
And he said, "Let me just take all these invisible plasters. I've got really bad acne in my stomach, and you'll be able to go literally through my body, so I'm invisible from here."
So he said to him, apparently you can take punches and it don't hurt you. And Harry Houdini went, yeah. But he didn't let him prepare at all. He just bang, bang, just punched him as hard as he could 4 times in the stomach. And he ruptured his appendix.
Oh.
But Harry Houdini didn't know. He just brushed it off and he was like, "Yeah, mate, I'm sick, I took it." And he died 4 days later.
Oh.
The student just ruptured his appendix by just punched him in the stomach.
It's kind.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Did he get done for murder?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Because I think he agreed with it, didn't he? It was
Big shame. Con artist.
Yeah, but he said to him, apparently you can take punches and it don't affect you. But Harry Dean didn't get a chance to do anything. He just said that to him and then just went "Have it, son." Take these.
Can you imagine just trying to sleep and some guy comes, "I hear you can take punches." Smack! Smack! Smack!
Yeah, that's literally what happened. And then he died. Yeah.
Also, we spoke about David Blaine in the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard what David Blaine's done recently?
With the balloon.
He did the balloon
balloons.
thing,
Yeah.
He's the man from Up.
That was my exact point. His name's Carl Fredrickson in real
I
life.
feel sorry for that little boy.
Yeah, I just thought it was such a weird thing, the balloon thing.
I
I thought it
mean,
was really odd.
yeah. So was when he put
Oh.
himself in ice.
Oh, yeah,
It was
phrase.
all odd, wasn't it?
David Blaine is odd. Yes, that's it. Yeah. Our
Nice.
first extra episode was.
Have you written down the order of when we did stuff?
We have, yeah. We didn't Dex toes. We done your toes.
Yeah.
That was actually our first one. But then we done. We ranked all the Marvel films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Across- It was across 3 episodes. It took us a long time. That was in our first day of filming. In the middle of summer, it was getting dark outside. It was that took a long while. There's a couple I don't agree with looking back.
What?
Ragnarok shouldn't be in God tier.
Do you like Ragnarok?
I do. I didn't say that. I said don't think it should be in God tier.
I love Ragnarok. I think it should be got to.
I think it should be top amazing.
I stand with Declan. I stand with you, sir.
And I think you're going to go this on this one. Infinity War should be in God tier.
Yeah, I think Infinity War should be got to be fair. I agree with that. Another of that is I've seen Captain Marvel now.
Yeah. Stop! this bit! Go on.
I've seen Captain Marvel now. Declan? It was alright.
Yeah, but where would
It
you
was
put
just
it? Where
literally
would
just
you
like,
put it?
I'd put it meh.
And you're a liar.
I'd put it in meh. It was just alright. It was the most...
I'm gonna kill him. I'm going to kill him.
It wasn't meh.
I'll give you a head start.
Okay, you first.
Yeah!
I heard you could take a punch really well.
Fetch, Chris! You want to talk about injustice?
Yeah, I'll get onto that in a little while.
Yeah, Captain Marvel is meh. I think it's meh.
It's incredible.
I just didn't... I just felt like...
The thing that got me,
I see why I skipped it.
right,
I made the right decision to
You
skip it.
could have skipped it.
It was so pointless. It did nothing.
it was an alright film, but it just
It
didn't
was
need
just
to be
like,
there.
it was just nothing. It was just
Um,
nothing.
The thing I
I
think
don't
we
want you
needed...
hated it so
I
much.
hate it so
I
much.
messaged Louis and
I
I
think-
went, "You're gonna hate me." Captain Marvel wasn't that bad, and he was like,
It
I think
wasn't
the reason I think
wasn't
it's
that
so
bad.
bad is because how much everyone was like, "This is the best Marvel. It's so good," and I was like, "You're wrong." That made me hate it more.
"It's just like
The thing I think we should have defined at the start of that was how we were ranking them, either in terms of good films.
God, amazing."
No, in terms of either good films or significance to the MCU, because they will give 2 different results.
I don't know.
I don't think
I
Captain
do.
Marvel.
So
Because
I think
in that
Infinity
case-
was still an amazing film, even without the significance to MCU.
You mean God?
See,
man.
it bores me.
But it's just like action, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you've got action for like 2 hours straight,
I like action, that's why I'm watching
they are.
film, isn't it? Otherwise, I'd watch like a film.
Dear John.
Good Will Hunting.
Dear John.
Go on.
No.
Episode 4.
Yeah, mate.
Cloning.
I was there, yeah.
You
Human
asked-
cloning.
It was what?
Human cloning, DNA ownership,
Yeah. Right.
and vehicular manslaughter. No, vehicular vandalism, sorry. Because it was the
Oh,
van.
yeah, it was.
It was
Yeah.
the introduction of Nath.
So,
It
yeah,
was.
that's my only point I got it down.
I'm glad
And
he's
that
gone.
was
I won't lie.
Yeah.
It's because he ends up on the register.
I don't know it wasn't.
It was our first name. So
I don't miss him. Does anyone miss him?
I don't miss him.
I don't miss him. He won't be back.
Just say that line again so he doesn't cut you up.
He won't be back.
Yeah, it was our first one.
So much swearing. Is it?
It was our first one.
To be fair, I would keep looking at the audio on that. I feel sorry for the listeners' ears this whole episode.
Problem is, Declan, you don't edit these. So you have no accountability.
What did you think to our first No Faith in Life?
They weren't great. No, actually, the van one was quite good.
Oh, the van was really good.
Yeah.
But through no effort of Nathan's. Because, like, he wasn't great.
If your name's Faith, we can only apologise.
We were funny.
Yeah, as always.
When it was like, if there's more of them, you just like separate one from the herd. And you like, take
Like
him
a
down.
gazelle.
That was funny.
It was an okay set. We can say now that well, actually, I'll come back to it in a second.
The other two episodes were worse.
Did you want to try that before I finish?
Oh, I'll do actually. Yeah.
Froze up.
Not bad, is it?
Oh, right. You're the one who likes wine. So let me see what Alfie says first. Oh no! That aftertaste is awful.
Grow up.
That's like blood.
Love the taste of blood.
Oh, that's really bad.
I thought it was
Alfie cuts himself on a regular basis.
I thought it was
just-
alright.
I
I did. I cut my finger real bad.
When I first tried it,
looks it.
I was healed now. I'm like Wolverine, mate.
when I first tried it, I thought, tastes like Poundland, and then the aftertaste tastes like blood.
To be fair, it looks like Poundland.
It does look like Poundland.
We've got to admit,
It looks like the shop.
when you said that the next episodes were worse, so
Yeah.
we got rid of the No Faith and No Fit simply because we didn't believe it was a good segment.
No, I knew it wasn't a good segment.
I do like Mason's segment though.
Mason's segment was good.
Yeah, Mason's was
Yeah.
good. Shame he's gone.
Yeah, show he is good. Yeah,
He's
we'll
moved.
get onto that anyway.
He's moved to Senegal. To pursue his acting career.
What's he gonna be in? And have you heard actually?
Ever's
gone to Senegal with him.
He's in the new series of Tribal Brides.
As a bride. As a bride. Yeah.
What's Hannah doing?
You are?
What's Hannah doing?
She's also on it.
Yeah, she's
As the
directing.
groom. As the groom. So our next one after cloning was coffee.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, that was a good
Is that
episode.
That
First-
was.
yeah, it was.
I'd argue the 15-minute ones have gone downhill since then.
Yeah. Our first 15-minute chat was really good.
Really
so like,
good.
it's not a film. So obviously we just chat around the mic, and it's our coffee was really good. It's really informative. And I've just got down here. I just put coffee and put that was good. It was a really good episode.
Next.
It was really informative. When you don't listen to coffee, I'd really recommend it.
Burning from now, boys.
It was one of the best.
Yeah, it was
done.
good. I enjoyed
It was really
the
good.
one, yeah.
Episode 5.
Yeah, mate, I was there.
Oh, what is it? Episode
Oh,
five?
we're only halfway through.
Oh, Fears.
No, well,
Not
it's
halfway
13
through.
episodes, mate.
Yeah. It was
Fears.
Fears.
So it was Fears,
Oh, Fizz.
Phobias,
Mhm.
and Nosey Ducks.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't mention in the thumbnail for it. There's a clown.
Yeah.
We didn't mention clowns at all.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
just like classic
But-
fear thing.
Yeah, I just can't believe we never ever mentioned the fact of
I
clowns.
know as well. I
Would
thought
you-
it'd be in your quiz thing. I suppose it
Yeah,
wasn't in your quiz
yeah.
thing. The
Would
fear
you-
of clowns.
Were you ever scared of clowns?
No. Were you?
Not really clown. Sort of like the idea of a clown doll. You get like the moving dolls. I never started when I was younger.
So you were scared of dolls.
Yeah.
It's easy when he has 500 ballies.
Well, not anymore. But it used to be something I used to be quite scared of.
Yeah.
The other thing was that I don't think we mentioned this in our episodes, but
Go on, mate.
your girlfriend's scared of milk.
Yeah, she's mate. Yeah.
Why?
She
He didn't listen when she said,
Yeah.
She got molested by a milkman.
"Oh my god!" Was he using the milk as lube?
It was involved.
Like waterboarding, milkboarding. He lives down Drury Lane.
Do you actually know what?
We'll have to edit that out.
I'm not. I just said not. I'm not getting rid of that.
That's
No
David.
chance.
I don't know.
You don't know. It's
don't know.
what a stupid.
I think she's she's self-conscious about the lactation.
That's all staying.
You're out of bras.
Right.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Episode
You're not
6.
going to cut any of that, are you?
No, 100% no. Episode 6.
She's gonna love you.
So, mate, she's never going to watch
She's never going to watch it. Don't worry about it.
Episode 6 was about social media.
Mate. Yeah. Social media, reality TV.
Hold on. I'd just like to reiterate, us here at Guzzlr do not endorse molestation.
Obviously,
Or milkmen.
yeah. It's a time check. Get a new job.
Yeah.
And the pig proposal.
The pig proposal, of course, yes.
That weren't great.
The pig proposal wasn't.
When we asked Nath to propose in lockdown or whatever, and he said he'd take it to a zoo. It just wasn't very. It wasn't great.
Well,
Can
I'm
you
sorry.
imagine-
One of
if
the
you've heard
funniest
it-
bits was a bit we had to edit out.
What was that?
I can't say it now.
Not
Because I've said it out again.
But it was one of the funniest bits of something that Alfie said,
Oh.
and it was hilarious. But we had to edit it out
Yeah.
for legal reasons. No, it was just,
I
it
feel
was
like.
very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing
If I
about
move on
it
from a teaching career, these episodes are going to be a lot funnier.
is, he's got to get out of it as well.
Yeah.
No, he's not funny though.
Wh-
It's fine.
When we finally go full time,
Yeah.
we're sorted.
Yeah.
So I would say, well, I think I'm sure I already mentioned this, but the fact that social media, I think, is very toxic. I think it is.
Yes.
Very toxic.
I still disagree.
Yes. Declan. Something I need to tell you.
Alright.
So we said in that episode that I think social media is really, really bad because it sort of forces people into like a political bubble.
Right.
So like they don't get any exposure to any other opinions because the algorithm just keeps sending them
The same
stuff.
Yeah.
So I think social media is evil.
Right.
And you said that's people not using it properly.
Yeah.
But I had Prevent training. Do you know what Prevent is?
No.
So Prevent is like the government's, that Louis had it as well, I assume. It's like the government's tactic to deal with extremism
Mm-hmm.
and radicalisation and stuff.
Right.
And the guy was saying that the number one concern of the government is that social media warps people's views by only showing them the same thing.
Right.
So they're worried about social media as well because it is causing so much damage to young people.
Right.
So as soon as you follow like a far right page, you just get recommended far right pages, and it's like a perpetual cycle.
Right.
So surely social media need to do something. About
Yeah,
that,
I
right?
agree with that.
My argument with that is
So like
Absolutely
I'm
agree
saying
with that.
social media in its current state is bad, or
Some
isn't
parts
good,
of
and it needs work.
some parts of social media I will agree is bad, but not everything.
Twitter, Facebook.
Like I think
Insta.
social media with a bit of a twist could probably be good.
That's-
Don't get me wrong.
this is what I
but it's a very difficult one to organise.
I
Yeah.
think that with both reality TV and social media, people will see someone dressed not in a lot of clothes or something like that and be like, she looks so beautiful, I don't look like that. And a young girl, for example, could be really like taken aback by that, and their mental health will decrease because they'll keep seeing all these people be like, they're so beautiful, I don't look like them. But obviously beauty is contextual to who you are, like it differs to everyone. But a lot of people do see those things, like perceive on Love Island, and be
Like,
like,
some
I
people-
don't look like them,
Yeah.
I want to look like them, and then they change their way, and then maybe they start like putting bikini pics up, or like going on OnlyFans or doing things like that, and they go, actually, that's not me at all, I shouldn't have done those things, but because I saw someone else doing it, they get attention, and now I got attention, but now actually my mental health is like...
But this is where it's difficult because when it comes to like all the insecurities and things like that, people are still insecure whether they saw that person or not. All that they saw then was someone have attributes on them that they wanted.
I agree that
so
they
it
were...
highlighted an insecurity that they already
Yeah.
had, but then they blame seeing that person.
But the insecurity wouldn't be as bad if they didn't see that image. Like you said,
I think it
highlights
would.
I don't think
It just shows
if
it
someone
in
was
a better
like,
light.
I'm not good in myself, and then see all these like women like that. So I am using girls as a thing, but it's just because it's more common. If a young girl sees all these like half naked women and all that, being, oh, you're beautiful, that does highlight, and I think that does make it worse because they want to be like them, and they change their lifestyle to be like them, and then realise actually that was bad in the first place, and then it's downward spiral.
See, I don't see it that way. If I saw someone on the internet and say they had massive biceps, and I'm like, I wish I do, but bigger ones. If I was like, yeah, I want something like that, that doesn't highlight something wrong with social media or what I just saw. It highlights the insecurity that I already have in me. That I want something more than what I've already got.
So then you change the way that you want bigger biceps. So you'd go ahead and change that.
Yeah.
But if you didn't see that image, you wouldn't change that.
I would. I'd still want bigger biceps, but because I'd seen him have it and I don't.
A good thing to say as well on that episode it was the first one we actually had we disagreed on. It was the first one we had this
and
debate. And
we don't disagree on a lot.
No, but I like that idea of a debate. And the only other thing I would say is that you said that the government, that's the thing they're most concerned about.
Yes.
Which I disagree with, because when you've got tossers like Dominic Cummings and Matt Hancock walking around the Parliament, they should be fucking shot.
I mean, I meant in terms of radicalisation. I hate Matt Hancock, but I don't think he's out there making people join Al Qaeda or KKK.
I'm so anti-Tory. I'm literally a fundamentalist. I'm so against it.
Matt Hancock's a little snake. He put on Twitter the other day, great work from the NHS. We've got to work all as hard as we can to keep it within the country. When he voted to not protect the NHS from foreign investors,
he should probably also not let people who work in hospitals pay for parking. So
that's
take
such a bad
50% of their wages
for anyone.
What a mug! Why on earth would you do that? Honestly, it annoys me so much. I actually hate them passionately.
If anyone out there wonders what their MP votes on, if you go on Google and type in voting record, it has every single vote that an MP has ever made in Parliament. I genuinely think
that's the number one way to quickly get an assessment of a politician.
Yeah. And you can also you can look at their spend as well, the property they own as well. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So our local MPs, I'm not going to say one of them, but the one in Peterborough, which we commonly mention, is a man called John Burkow. Now, he has one of the worst voting records that I've ever seen in my life. I genuinely cannot stand the bloke.
Sorry, did you just say you're not going to mention his name and then say...
No, I'm not going to mention our very close one.
Who is our one? Just say it, why not?
Steve Barclay.
That's it. He was... He got quite a big job, didn't he?
Brexit secretary.
Yeah, he got Brexit secretary, which was
by which...
Yeah, but he was like the 13th person to get it.
Oh, don't get me. He was literally just like, we have no way.
By which he didn't actually vote a lot in Parliament. He has a quite small voting record because he was so busy with Brexit. But yeah, if you want to work out what your MP is actually voting for you, go check out voting records. It's on the government website. I
agree completely.
And if you want to challenge your MP on the things that they've voted for, please do, because we'd love to hear it.
It's a really good way to
it's very much so.
It's a lot of people haven't got a lot of time to properly research everyone and look into it and stuff like that. It's a really good way to get a
But you see who... so MPs are there to show your view in Parliament, but what you actually find out is they actually just show their party's view in Parliament.
Sometimes I wouldn't say it's party. Sometimes I would say that it's very much like that. It's just that what they care about.
See, I think it's just what their party wants. The chief whip comes around and says, "You're voting for this," and that's how it works.
But when you get into that booth and they do as they please.
But if you like the NHS one, when we were protecting it, trying to protect it from foreign investment, all the yes votes, bar 2, were Tory. The 2 that weren't Tory were independent, ex-Tories. Every Tory MP that is in Parliament voted yes to not protect the NHS.
I do want to quickly say, from just me and Louis, that this is something that we have to say, that these views are ours.
Yes.
And not our employers.
Yes.
I don't know what their views. I don't think they don't have views because they're schools, but these are our views.
Yes.
I'll put that in the description as well. Just when it gets political, you have to be quite clear. That these are our views.
It's the same it's like we work for the BBC.
I find it funny when people are moaning about the incompetence of the government when they voted them in, and they're like, they didn't do very well with Corona, did they? What are they doing with NHS? You were told.
That's the thing.
Months in the long run.
All the complaints these people have, we knew before. There's nothing like.
No.
As annoyed I am with Boris and stuff, I didn't expect anything.
If you voted,
shocked.
No, exactly.
This is a message from me personally. I don't know about these two. If you voted Tory, you don't get to moan.
Yeah, I
Because
agree.
you
I
put
agree.
them in
I
power.
do
And you
agree with
shouldn't have
that, I do agree
clapped.
with
I still agree with that. I said that in episode 0, and I say it now. You should not have clapped for the NHS.
No.
Because you've
that was
consistently voted against them.
You've put that, yeah, it's no,
It's disgusting to go out there and clap and be like, I voted against you.
Yeah, and that's what annoyed me when you get these pictures, these stories on a Facebook. Because I used to go out and clap every Thursday night, and it was nice to see everyone down the street all together. When like you didn't see some of my neighbours from one week to the next, but you see them out there, and it was like, oh hello, you right? Just like as you're clapping, and you get videos like Matt Hancock and all that doing that. I was like, you raped the NHS. Like,
But then a lot of these people are probably Tories.
no, you're not.
Because this is a very Tory area.
That's very true. That's very true.
It's because they're all racist.
It is. Though.
I'm saying that now.
And the other thing I was going to say about you said about.
What episode is this?
7. But
What episode? We haven't said anything about 7 yet, have we?
yeah,
I think we should have political.
Was 7 social media?
Yeah, we're still on social media. But I was going to say about we should do a politics episode. But I was going to say no, I can't remember what I was going to say.
Riveting.
I was going to come back to it. I said that anyway. Hang on. I need a sec to think what I was going to say.
What was episode 8? If you think of it, you can go back to it. What was episode 8?
Episode 8
Remind me.
was... Oh no, actually, that was episode 6. Episode 7.
Oh, that's what I thought.
It's renewable energy.
Oh yeah. So what was that? That was renewable energy, atomic bombs, and the Simpsons movie.
Yeah, Simpsons movie.
Yeah,
And the episode wasn't up for a while on YouTube.
No. Did you know that?
No.
The episode wasn't on YouTube for like weeks.
About 3 weeks.
Because at my girlfriend's house, we started talking about Guzzlr, and then my girlfriend's dad was like, "Oh, I might check it out." But the start of the episode is the one where I just slag off my girlfriend's mum.
And it went up that week.
Yeah, it went up that was the newest episode. So he was like, "I might watch some tonight." So I just quickly ran and just took it off YouTube because I was like, I really don't want him seeing that. So it was off YouTube for like 2 weeks, maybe.
Oh. Yeah. That's
It's back now,
at least now, if you saw it, you probably would.
I don't think he wouldn't go back.
You wouldn't go back to that one.
But like that was the newest one. It's like if he does watch any of this, he's gonna click on that episode.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was a bit worried. But he might. I don't know if he watched any of it, but I think he might have, which means he'll never come back. So we're sorted.
It was a very informative episode.
Just when we get famous.
He wouldn't go back to episode like 7, would he?
It's very informative.
When we're on episode 400 million and we're 80 and we've finally got 100 listeners.
Yeah. Actually, hopefully by the time it goes up, our episode 0's got 100 listens.
100 views. It's been on 99 views for like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
it was a very informative episode.
It was really informative.
It was a very informative.
It was a long one. It was informative. It was really good. Yeah. And we'll also say this was at the start. This was a week when I did not feel well.
You didn't say much.
Oh, this was
basically me and Deb talking about.
I really wasn't well.
Science, basically.
I insulted Louis every episode for about 3 episodes. Yeah. You were just not on form.
I did not. I don't know what happened the night before, but I don't think anything.
We went out.
No, but I didn't drink a lot.
Did you not?
I literally had like 2 pints. I was driving. I didn't drink.
Oh.
I think I had literally 2 pints, and we went. I got next morning, and I was still in bed 5 minutes before I picked you up because I was like, I thought I was going to have to cancel it. I was like, I do not feel well at all. And I sat there for the renewable energy one, and I was just like, oh. But all I thought about was we got a rank crisp.
That was a good episode.
As soon as we had crisps,
I was like, I want it.
Loving them down, mate.
These veg crisps.
Yeah, that was the best episode we ever made.
Veg crisps. Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Episode 8.
Yeah, mate, I was there.
Crime and Punishment.
Yeah, mate.
Go
I
on.
can't remember what it's called. It was called Capital Punishment.
Yeah.
Firearm ownership.
Yes.
And something.
What would that have been?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't know either.
I'll get it up. Right, carry on.
How would you? I've got one question for this, and that is, what is? We was about prisons and stuff like that, about the idea that prisons aren't good. So if you, I'm not about bringing people back to normality. How would you punish people?
A pirate named Jack.
A pirate named Jack.
Yeah.
Right. How would I punish people?
Yeah.
Depends on what they did.
Spank.
Everyone.
You can't even murdered that guy. Oh my god.
So say they massacred like 30 people.
Massacred
Death penalty.
30 people.
Yeah.
Death
Jesus.
penalty.
Definitely. Okay. You don't believe in prisons, do you?
What?
Do you believe in prisons?
Yeah, what's your
I thought you said it in the episode. I
For
thought you said it in the
rehabilitation.
episode.
I don't believe in prisons. Yeah.
I'm sure you said I can't believe that one person put another person in prison.
Yeah, as in like.
A philosophical concept.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I believe in prisons, but as in the idea of us
us
evolving
going-
to a state,
Stay in a room.
but we can just take another human being and be like, this is where you're living your life.
you
I
know-
think that's crazy, but I believe
Right,
it. I
okay.
still think we should do it.
Okay, right.
But it is weird to me
Right.
that, say you didn't do something, you got accused of
Yeah.
it or whatever, you could just be like trapped in a prison. Like, that's your life. That's it.
So, are you a fan of Louis Theroux?
Love him.
I haven't seen it.
So,
stuff.
You never seen any Louis Theroux?
No.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
He's really good. He's really good.
Right, so I'm a big fan of Louis Theroux. I read his book at the start of lockdown.
He's so good.
But over the last...
Got to get through this.
Yeah, got to get through this. Through this. Over the last 3 weeks, well, by the time this is out, it would have been on long before this episode. But for 4 weeks over September, they had Louis Theroux looking back over the people he met over his 20-year-long career. And each episode's got a different theme. And the one most recently to now, he looked back at when he went to his different prisons and things like that. And he went to this one prison, it was just a holding prison, before they went to trial. And there was always people in there. There were like 20 in a room with all these bunk beds. And all these people in there who were waiting trials. Not even sure if they're innocent or anything yet. They would just murder people in there. They beat the hell out of people. And there's one lad, scrawny little lad, and he was like tiny, and he was like sitting like this. And he went over to him and he was like, "What are you in here for?" I can't remember what it was. I don't know if they even said it. But the boy was like, they haven't got my trial yet. It's in about like 3 months. So I've got to stay here in this place for 3 months. And they went and spoke to one of the guards, and the woman just went, "He's not going to make it. He will not make it to the end of that 3 months." Because all the lads in there, like, they were gangsters, like tattoos, like massive men. This like one lad like this who was waiting for his trial. They were like, he's not gonna survive this 3 months to even get to his trial, because he's going to go in there and they're going to be like you weak little shit, and then they'll just like beat the hell out of him and they'll kill him. And I think
crazy,
like,
isn't it?
and that's before that kid could have been innocent. But that's before he even got to that stage. This was in some state in America. But before they even got there.
Oh yeah, but we can't keep talking about America because
No, but can you believe that happened? I can't believe that.
That is bad.
Also, there's a man called Zimbardo who's a psychologist. You know
Yep.
Zimbardo? Do you know Zimbardo? So he got like, I think it was 6 or 12
12.
people. 12, was it 12 each or 6 on each?
6 each.
So they got, so 12 people, and they literally stood in front of him and they said, right, called out 6 names and said, you 6 people are going to be the prisoners, you 6 people are going to be the prison guards, and we're going to do an experiment to see if you prison guards who've had no training are going to act up and stuff like that. And they would just like beat the hell out of people, and they would like act up, and the prisoners would act like prisoners, and they'd just stop the experiment early. And there's a film called The Experiment with Adrian
Stanford
Brody.
Prison Experiment. That's what it's called, yeah.
But there is a film. No, that's the new one.
Right.
But there was a film about 2009, and it absolutely terrified me. We got it from Blockbusters. Ooh, Blockbusters. It had Adrian Brody in it and Forrest Whitaker. And it was about that idea where they brought these people in for an experiment, and Forrest Whitaker was the main prison guard, and Adrian Brody was a prisoner. And there's this bit where Forrest Whitaker literally gets an erection because he's so power hungry, and he's just so like, cause in real life he's quite a weak guy. He's probably been picked on in the past, but now he's like got his power.
A lot of people say the police do that, don't they?
Yeah.
People get into the police because they've had no power.
Yeah.
And they like it excites them to be able to do.
Yeah, and they create this experiment. Sure, it's weird that when you put someone in power, there's also another psychology experiment. I can't remember who's done it, but where you put someone literally in a high vis and go, "Can you pick up that rubbish?" You do it because they're in a high vis and they're like authoritative. When if it was just, I said that to you on the street, pick that up.
No,
Like,
exactly.
So I'll go into a little bit more detail because you've highlighted it. Stanford Prison Experiment. There were 12 people, 6 guards, 6 prisoners. It was meant to last a month. It lasted 6 days.
6 days. Yeah.
Because one of Zimbardo's colleagues, which now is his wife, came down, saw that the experiment ethics had just gone off the rails.
I'm sure someone got killed or something.
Nah.
They almost did, didn't they?
Someone tried to leave,
Right.
and he convinced them out of it. But in an experiment, you're not allowed to do that.
But
If
didn't
they say,
I'm
"I want
sure
out,"
they were beating people. They were taking people close to death.
It wasn't that hard. They were hitting them, but they were not beating the shit out of them. But they'd make people strip down and embarrass them and everything like that. It's
but
called
6 days before that, the thing is that they were all in a room together, all chatting as friends.
Yeah.
And, like,
It's called the Lucifer effect, and it says that if man has opportunity and power, he will do wrong. The thing about the high vis, that's the white coat experiment. So they put one person in a police uniform, someone in a high vis, and then they dressed them up the last time as someone homeless, and they asked people on the street to pick up litter just as they were going across. People listened to the policeman like 70% of the time, 8% of the time. high-vis 40 or some odd percent, and the homeless man never. And it was people in uniform, the power of uniform is called. So the more prestigious you look, the more likely that people are going to listen to you.
Yeah. There was that experiment as well where they like set up 2 camps with like kids.
Yeah.
Do you know that one? Well,
explain.
So they got like 2 camps, and they made them play like highly competitive games constantly.
Right.
And they were proper pitted against each other, and it was like which one's superior, which one's better. And they got really aggressive. They started to absolutely despise the other people. But like they're all friends beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But because you separated them to like tribes, they instantly become tribal,
like
and
Lord of the
competitive,
Flies
and ferocious. And like I think the idea of the experiment, it just highlights that even like racism and stuff is just you have something to cling on to make the other person different.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually come down to any sort of intelligence or any actual metric. It is just like we're different because of this, so therefore we can compete and we can it's pretty much the idea.
That's how a lot of the hatred and bigotry works, isn't it?
It's just having something different to cling on to automatically makes you quite
weird,
sort of, it's really weird.
Our next one was pop culture.
Yes, mate.
It's pop culture.
What was that called?
I can't remember. It was just lots of different things. It was lots of things. They were all random, quite random. But we only recorded half of it, and the other half was on Spotify. So if you liked the episode, you should go to Spotify and look at the last half of it. Because you said a really interesting point about Toy Story, and about that was a really good point. But if you could live in any fictional place, where would you live?
Sorry, it was called King Kong, Sesame Street, and the Weasleys.
There we go. We had a lot of different names that we could have called it. It was a very wide episode. One fictional place.
If I could live in any fictional place, where would I live? You told us to think about this.
Yeah. You didn't.
Tell everyone. You did tell us to think about this. I didn't think about this.
Yeah, excellent.
At all.
Excellent.
I've given it no thought.
Incredible.
Oh, it's a good question, isn't it?
It's a good question.
Where would you live?
I'd quite like to live...
Yeah, same.
So, I'd like to live in Pandora, as well as Avatar. I like that idea.
No. Just shagging with your hair and riding horse all the time.
I just like living quite different.
The dream. And you can ride horses now.
Yeah, I can't shag with my hair though, can I?
Oh, so that makes the horses a bit better.
Yeah, and then I just thought another place. Which
that's
cool.
weird. No,
can't remember.
What?
Because they shag with their hair, but they also connect with the horses.
Everyone always says that. It's weird, isn't it?
I can't actually. I had it in my head, and as soon as you said that, it just went. Oh, yeah, that's it. I'd like to live in the Wizarding world, like Harry Potter world. I like the idea, but I was
just like a muggle.
No, but I wouldn't want to be a muggle. I'd want to be a wizard if I was living.
Because I'd like to live in like the Marvel universe if I was a superhero. I wouldn't be like, but like if I'm just a guy.
Yeah, and every month someone comes out of New York and just blows stuff up. Yeah,
that's not really worth it, is it?
I'd like to live in the Wizarding world if I was.
If you're a wizard.
If I was a wizard and I wasn't the best or the worst. If I just
you don't want to be the best.
No, because then I might have a chance of dying against the worst. I just want to be a normal bloke. I'm probably an office worker in the Ministry of Magic.
Someone like McGonagall.
No, not McGonagall. No, I want to.
That's too much.
He's definitely
That's too much.
I literally want to be in the Ministry of Magic. I just want to be like someone. I go to work every day. I come home. I go. Dinner's not ready. There we go. It's quick now, isn't it?
At my school, there's a science teacher called McGonagall.
Is it?
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Miss McGonagall.
Turn into a cat.
Does she?
Does she? Yeah.
Never seen her do it.
You imagine it? She did. She did.
Well, she teaches Transfiguration, so. It's...
Not at my school,
Imagine taking that as an option.
Yeah.
Can you think of a place or can you not?
Japan.
Fictional place. Yellowstone Park. As we got on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's fine. I've got here. Oh yeah. Okay. Quick thing. Don't.
Struggling.
I've got.
Oh no.
Got a quick thing, and that's So that was episode 9.
Yeah, mate.
So I'll be honest. Maybe you'll listen to this in the future. Maybe we're mega. But at this point, we haven't had many people really watch or listen to our podcast. Share, please.
Not massive.
But not massive.
Not mad.
Not big.
Not mad.
But we do it all the time. We enjoy it, right? This is where you're like, well, no, because it's good, right?
I'm still here.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It's
a good time.
It is a good time, yeah.
So episode 10 was morality.
Yeah, the meaning of life, morality, and Pizza Express.
Pizza Express. So
like metaphysics is what it was, wasn't it?
Metaphysics.
I thought it was a good episode.
But
both times.
Yeah. So we should explain that a bit. It's the fact we filmed it all once. It was
But
really
we
good.
didn't film it.
No.
Because Alfie forgot to press record.
I pressed record.
Well, anyway, yeah, so we've done that, and then
Which you can tell if you listen to the Spotify version.
yeah.
It has a different start to the video episode. Yes, you told me to use the stories from the Spotify episode.
Ah,
You don't remember telling me that?
I don't.
Yeah. So you listen to the Spotify one, you can hear the original stories. But if you watch the video, you can hear the second story.
This morning we had a conversation about a lager that I was really excited about. And apparently I had a conversation about that lager, and I can't remember having that at all.
That one in an episode.
No, but just in general. Yeah.
Your memory ain't great,
my
mate.
mind. I'm losing it.
I said to you, I had that lager, and you
He's
were
falling
like,
apart again.
Yeah.
We had a full conversation about
I
it.
can't remember that at all.
Yeah.
That's all. So we'll have another episode on metaphysics in the future.
Will we?
Where we go back over the first episode.
I imagine we'll do like a general philosophy one. We can do
Yeah.
different types of philosophy
Yeah.
questions.
It was a good episode, but yeah, we had to do it twice, which was very annoying.
Yeah, because we didn't. The trolley problem we didn't talk about in the second one, did we?
did
I've only
the
just
trolley
remembered we spoke about that in the first one.
What was the trolley problem? Let's not talk about it.
We'll do that again.
Alright.
It's where like your trolley's moving and you kill one person, but if you swap tracks, no, it'll kill two people. But if you swap
we
tracks,
did
you kill
that,
one
we did
person, and it's like
Yeah, we have to remember that one.
you have to remember that.
It was also the start of Mace.
Yeah,
Named the place of Mace.
yeah.
So his first one
We
he
should
had
have
to
maced
name-
Mace.
We should have maced Mace, don't you, innit?
He
Yeah.
deserved
Welcome.
But we so that was a new idea. He had to describe to you.
It was good.
Yeah, pictures.
It was good.
He had drawings instead of names. He had to describe a place to you,
Yeah.
which is where the idea of Pete's expressing from. And it was good. It was good
It
fun.
was good.
I said
It was better than Naif
Yeah,
section.
it was good.
Mm.
The following week, he had a start of a place, but then he started. It was people after that.
Yeah.
But he didn't know he was going to get people.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
confused him.
Dave.
And there's the Dave thing, which is one of a kind, incredible. There was also another one which we took out, which was very funny. And then the third one was when we again I showed him,
completely random.
yeah,
stuff.
I showed him a place. I showed him, and he was like, "Oh, we're back to places." And I showed him a person. He was, "Oh, we're back to person." And then it was just random objects, including a bag of cotton wool.
I underperformed. I won't lie.
I think you won all. I think you won overall, Declan, over the quiz.
I don't know if he did.
Oh, I think you did.
No, I think he did as well.
He edits it.
The other two were like pretty much draws.
Yeah.
And
It
then the
was-
third one, I just
It's good. Mace's section was
couldn't function.
It was very good. I really enjoyed my section.
It's good.
He's
Shame he's gone.
He's gone. We have an extra video which was about mental health and exercise, which was really good.
Yeah, that was a good one. We disagreed on that, didn't we?
We did it.
To be
Not-
fair,
not by a lot. We
did.
worked it out in the
did,
end.
Yeah, but because you're no, it's not passionate. But like, you know a lot about
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
so it was like we're not so much. So like, it was a good conversation. And our next extra video was about ranking crisps, which we took from the idea of
Best episode we've ever done.
Veg, crisps.
So I was going to say,
crisps. Veg,
chips.
crisps.
Do
The
you-
audience will join in a minute. Veg, crisps. Veg, crisps.
do you agree? Do you agree with the idea that veg crisps should be as low as they were,
Yeah.
or do you think they should be lower?
They were dog shit.
So you think they should be lower?
Yeah.
I agree. However,
Oh no!
just to check.
This is exciting, isn't it?
It reminds
You're
me.
putting them in too quick.
It reminds me of feeling sick that day.
You got to savour the tastes. Savour the flavour.
I'm joining in with it.
Savour the flavour. Savour the flavour. Savour the flavour. Oh, great. Oh, I ain't good, It's so good. They're so good.
No,
I can't hear you.
it's worse than I remember. I don't know if I want this one. Do you want it?
I think they got there.
Shut up. They're far worse than I remember.
I've eaten arse that tastes better than this.
Is there any that you think should have been better?
Thanks, boys.
Mate, they stink.
No, I will. Is
They're
there any
so
that you should
good.
have been better?
They're so good.
Pop chips.
Honestly, I think I agree. I think they should have been better. Is there any you think should have been better?
Onion rings. Should have been gob.
Onion ring should have been better. Onion ring should have been God. 100%.
I'm happy again, boys.
100%. God here.
Never knows any of this is coming. Me and Louis just go and spend obscene amounts of money.
I'll just turn up and look pretty, I'm not gonna lie.
What's the matter? They're so incredible. These are God tier. 100% God tier.
I think these are just above these. I said above. Oh, good.
Where do you think you actually put them?
These? I'll put them in amazing, genuinely. I would.
You're wrong.
I love them. I think they're really, really nice.
Comparing these anywhere near these,
As I said in the
you're a
episode,
criminal.
I am just healthier than you two.
You're not.
I just love vegetables. Did you know I only eat vegetables now? That's all I eat.
Apart from onions, so you got onion rings and veg crisps.
Onions.
There's a PR disaster actually I want to say about. We talk about metaphysics. But about 4 or 5 years ago.
You shouldn't have given me these when I'm so hungry. I ain't eating today. But you don't like eggs.
I'm trying to compare.
Red Bull.
Just don't. I've had enough abuse.
Red Bull obviously used to be, gives you wings.
Yeah.
Someone took to court and said they don't give you wings.
No,
And
definitely
then
not shit.
you could apply to get £10 back as long as you had a receipt for Red Bull. So you could get £10 back because they don't give you wings. And that's why now, on adverts, it's wings spelled with like 5 eyes. Because it's not technically wings.
Yeah,
Dumb
but
though, isn't it?
they also don't give me wings.
What is a
a good
wing?
But like I said before,
I don't know, I ain't got it
if you genuinely thought Red Bull was going to give you wings, you're an idiot. No one should have to pay you money because you're an idiot and you thought they were actually going to give you wings.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm taking this back.
Why?
though. Otherwise your fat ass is going to eat them all day.
They're vegetables!
Right. We talk about dreams.
Yeah, mate, what's that?
We talk a little bit about vertigo. Now, what I saw about vertigo. My nan had incredibly bad vertigo when I was younger.
How's the bush?
Yes, it's still pretty dead, mate. But honestly, it's still
Well,
twigging.
it's just growing back.
Yeah, it's still twigging.
Beautiful, mate. Golden leaves.
And now she's dead. No.
Oh my God.
So, because I said that she was going to die eventually before it grew back. No, right. So, she had incredibly bad vertigo when I was younger. She had to stay out of the house for about a week because she was so ill.
She does live in the Shard, to be fair.
And I remember that she was in bed and she was like dizzy. And I said, just shut your eyes for a second, Nan. And I was sitting on the bed.
She died.
And the pillow won't know I didn't. I got in bed.
Just go to sleep now. Just go
I
to
promise
sleep.
it isn't going to hurt.
And I spun the light shade round. Right. I got for bed. I said, "No, open your eyes," because she explained to me that vertigo meant the room would spin. So I span the lampshade. So when she woke up and she's really ill, and the lampshade was going, she was like, and she thought she was really dizzy. And I thought it was absolutely hilarious. So to this day now, I still tell.
You know them psychopath children that kill animals?
That's horrible, isn't it?
That's the worst thing
I
I've
know,
ever
I've
heard.
slit her cat's throat.
Yeah.
Just hung it on on the lampshade.
Next
As a
episode
reminder never to cross me again.
and now she's bedbound, and all I do is just spin the lampshade every time I go around that. Our next episode was news.
Yeah, mate.
I thought news was a really good episode. I thought it was really, really funny. I thought it was.
You led it.
I did. Not that I want to blow my own trumpet. It was a really good episode. It was really funny. We had a lot of good conversations.
I don't remember it.
What's
There's
with the ice cream?
Oh,
The story at the start
that
about,
hasn't come out yet. That's
Oh,
why.
not the vampire story.
Vampires in Africa.
That was the best thing
Oh,
There was
God.
ever
Sorry.
to be said.
this week about it's in Africa maybe, about there was a blockage in the drains. You know about this?
No.
So they dug out the drains, and there was a.
You've been watching Des?
No. There was a 7-foot stuffed rat that was
Oh, I did
in
see
the
that.
drains.
Yeah.
And there's this big giant like 7-foot rat, like a rat. Because they always say all the rats in the sewers. Someone put a stuffed rat into the sewers, and it like clogged everything up. And actually, sort of, this isn't. That's a funny bit of story. This bit isn't.
Wait, the rat was 7 foot.
No, it was a stuffed rat, like a cuddly toy stuffed rat. They put
Oh,
into the thing.
I'm ready to leave Earth.
I mean, like it was a giant.
It was
yeah, huge.
This is the case where I'd happily go space.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
absolutely huge.
But the sub bit is that it, because of the drains, it actually blocked some woman's things, and her house got flooded, and she died.
Oh.
Our
Thanks,
next
mate.
one was our last episode was AI. You right?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Yeah,
AI.
yeah mate, that's it.
I've got one thing about AI.
Yeah.
That's about electric cars.
Yeah. Nothing to do with AI, but yeah.
Right. And the idea that eventually we get electric cars about 2035, whatever it is. Everyone with off-road parking, where are they going to charge their cars up?
I don't know.
Not with off-road cars. When they park on the road, and like all your flats and everything like that, where you're gonna like charge your cars.
But like you can't not. Now, electric cars is going to do wonders for the planet. You can't not get electric cars because it might like inconvenience people a bit because they have to go charge it somewhere.
No,
and like it would very quickly become just a thing.
To point out, I do want electric. I agree.
They'd be like all over
very
the street. Like, there'll be charging ports everywhere eventually.
But I just think like it's gonna be a pain in the ass for a while when they get all that sorted in it.
For a little while, maybe, yeah.
For
But if you're
literally my
saving the
entire
planet,
life.
it's probably worth it, isn't it?
Well, we'll see, won't we?
We will.
Also, there's a series on Disney Plus about people. It's called One a Day in Life at Disney or something. There's like 120 episodes or something, all like 5 minutes
120
long.
episodes?
They're 5-6 minutes long. And they're all
the
about
piss.
people who work at Disney and all the jobs to do. There's one man who makes like robots and AI and stuff.
Yeah.
You seen these ones at Disney now where like they do acrobats, they do like trapeze, they do acrobats in the sky and they like land on their feet and stuff like that. I think that's incredible, isn't it? How we can do that. Incredible. So we've recapped all the episodes.
Nice. It's been good.
What was your wine? It's been a good time.
It's been fun. It's a shame this is the end.
It smelled horrible and it didn't taste much better. It was nice.
But you're going to keep getting them for the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was right. It's plastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much did it cost?
Like £2.
Huh?
So it wasn't awful. But I thought
it was alright, to be honest.
If you want to try it, give it a go. But I wouldn't say drink it on a regular occasion.
Where can they get it?
You're disgusting. Cop.
Nice.
Your beer?
Lovely, mate.
Oh, it's incredible.
Absolutely lovely.
What's on the back? Here,
organic, unfiltered.
Yeah, save the planet. Drink organic.
But it was really nice.
Doesn't make a difference.
It was really nice.
So nice. To be honest, I should have saved some so we could try it, but it was just so nice. I wanted more.
I'm very excited to have another beer.
Bit and bomb.
I won't lie.
Yeah, so nice. It was a very nice beer. Next week we have
Nice.
Conspiracies led by you.
Yep.
This is sort of out of sync this time, but
Conspiracies
Conspiracies led by you. I'm excited for it.
Yep.
There we go. Thank you very much.
We
for
were going to
listening.
record conspiracies last time.
We were.
Little inside info there.
But Alfie didn't press record and
No,
he actually, like,
but you fell asleep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Conspiracies next time. Thank you very much for listening to Guzzlr. Please give us a share or anything. Tell your friends, please. Thanks.
Please.
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 Bye.